Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Steelers.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, 46. Give me some. Here we go, 154, right here. Check 4, check 4. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 46.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott, catch is made by Hurd. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Play action now, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Black. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. They're 49 yards line.
Check nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Lock. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Got it. Mike Spopo. Protein spill. And go.
Play action. Now it's Lock. On the move to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Coleman. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A final shot before half for Locke. They'll roll him out right. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, go.
On 1st down, Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Todd Davis. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open. It's Goodwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing. Prescott going top shot. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert three.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, lock it. Shoot.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Block now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
For the Bronco field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're Also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here we go. Going to the 26.
Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
At their own 15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
March 47. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Patch it.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Broncos
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Pittsburgh.
There we go. We're going to 52. Check. Undercrush.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Todd Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a handoff here to his running back.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Right there.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Pittsburgh, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head back home.